We have a problem. We have a serious problem. Wait, stop right there. Think about it. Let's say you have an army and you are destined, you claim, right, for a world conquest, and you're going against other armies for territory, man versus man, weapon versus weapon, bloodshed, everything you see. What's your favorite action movie?
Say hello to my little friend.
You can get a visual, right? These things happen. Let's say all of a sudden in your mission for world conquest, your army starts fighting itself. Right? That would be nuts. In the middle of the war, your soldiers, you're the general, you give the instructions, your soldiers start going against your instructions and each other and start killing each other. While the other army is killing you. It's killing
I see
you.
That's how the black community
is doing right now. And it's sick. Us, any other culture, in the full extent of the truth by being non-biased and not placing our own subjective view on things and labeling that the map of reality that everybody should go by. That's delusional. Delusional.
You know why? You don't have to.
There's certain things you can't sugarcoat. There's certain things that we need to hear in a certain way.
You know why?
And we're too sensitive in our approaches to delivering that message when it needs to be.
You don't have the guts to.
Example, I am not Julius.
You need people like me.
Julius is not me. If I was Julius, I couldn't save him. You couldn't. Ooh, if we were all Julius, we are to save Julius. Then Julius is to save somebody else. In essence, the goal is to all save each other. We can't ignore our individuality and bring ourselves down to a level where we can't help somebody because we're on the same level as them. It won't work, even if it's just in our thinking. What do you get when somebody agrees with your misfortune? A pat on the back? It happened to me too? Nothing. Nothing productive comes from that. So I think it's things like that that cause us to run into a wall when we need to be heard. We have a tendency to align with the most negative and criticized aspects of ourselves in order to get a point across. How many rap songs do you hear with rappers talking about how much harder they had it than every other person around them, the tough life they had, to the point of bragging about the misfortunate line of events in one's life and using it as a badge of honor to achieve success?
You know why?
Other cultures or music genres do that, but we're known for that. We're known for it. It's a mentality that keeps us where we're at. We can keep ignoring
You know why?
the fact that our army is killing each other. My thing is an economic battle, being inclusive in an economic world where we're not. We have no say on large scale economic matters, because the whole point really is not about color. It's about all of us coming together, organizing our race first, and then having drive to do that unity, bringing together of cultures. And think about it. If we weren't all supposed to get along, we wouldn't all be placed here at the same time. Human beings are meant to form communities, and communities are formed with the exchange of information from person to person, ecosystem to ecosystem. And what the exchange is what one has learned that builds on top of somebody else's learning.
You know why?
And in turn, we all contribute to humanity together based on what is the most healthy thing to do when it comes to our survival for the fittest.
You're all a bunch of.
If we're all killing each other, then soon we're not gonna have the time. How? We may have a day when we blow each other up.
I said.
You don't know. Mankind is always making these movies with robots take over the earth and zombies and we kill each other because weapons of mass destruction that have just got out of hand. That says something. Like, that's a real thing. We always get taken away by our inventions. I mean, you got robots you can buy. They're agile as humans. You got blockchain technology. You got social media. And I'm not against any of this stuff. And you utilizing it on a modest basis. So they abuse it all the time. You see it every day. People are addicted to social media worse than a drug. And nobody talks about that either. We don't talk about the things that actually affect us on an everyday basis.
Me. I always tell us no. Even when I lie.
In order to change what's going on with our culture, we have to change our language and we have to start caring. Nobody cares. We have to be honest. Who cares, actually? We'd rather sit around and talk about sports and getting our hair done than talking about somebody who needs our help in the community. That's probably innocent. Like Julius.
You know why?
Because we're too busy doing our own thing. Why are we so obsessed with everything else?
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. Huh? What'll that make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide. Or lie. Me, I don't have that part. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Back away from the bad guy.